the drawing for the weekly prizes. We're going to split these up into 3. So there's events that'll happen on the first 6 weeks, events that'll happen on 7 through 10, and then events that'll happen on 11, 12, and 13. So we're going to go ahead and draw. Week's 1 contest is
most points by a kicker.
Most points by a kicker. Now that has to be a kicker that's actually in your game, not on your bench. The tiebreaker on that one, if there's a tie, is which kicker had the longest kick that day.
Number 2 is most kick return yards.
Ooh, week number 2, most kick return yards. So that would include punt and kickoff.
Most solo tackles.
Okay, and that's all of your players. So that can include all of your defensive guys. If your kicker tackles somebody, that's fine. Your wide receiver, somebody intercepts it, and your wide receiver then tackles the safety who intercepted it. That counts. All of your solo tackles, not assisted tackles.
Most received yards.
Alright, so most receiving yards, again, only wide receivers and running backs. That can be the wide receiver slots, the running back slots, or the flex spots, if you have a true wide receiver or a true running back in that slot. No bench players. No Tebow in the shotgun either, or the Wildcat.
No, most rushing yards. RBs.
Alright, so this is running backs only. Rushing for running back only. It does not include quarterbacks. It does not include wide receivers.
Week 6. Most passing yards. QBs.
Alright, so you can have up to 2 QBs. It can be your primary QB or the QB in your flex spot. No bench players on this one either. Alright, now we're going to draw for weeks 6 through 10. The reason I did this is because they're more fun, and you'll obviously see in a second why. So week 7 is
most points against.
Okay, so this is the total number of points that have been scored against you. It will include week 1 through week 7. It is on the front homepage of our league.
Smallest margin of victory.
Alright, so this also will include all previous weeks. So week 1 through 8, whoever won by the fewest amount of points wins this award. Week 9.
Most points for.
Okay, so this is how many points you have scored cumulative week 1 through week 9. And week 10 is
most trades this season.
Alright, so this is an encouragement to you guys to trade. And then it's also, I believe, trade deadline week, so it's perfect timing.
Week 11 is biggest blowout.
Alright, so every week there'll be an award for biggest blowout that Yahoo awards. We're looking for the biggest blowout thus far this season, so every blowout is in competition for this from week 1 to week 11. It's the biggest margin of victory that we've had so far. Week 12.
Most moves this season.
Alright, so this is the most moves you've made. Drops, ads, pickups, waivers, whatever trades. It's also recorded on that front homepage for the league.
Week 13 is longest winning streak.
Longest winning streak. That's a great one for the very end of the season. Okay, so this only includes the regular season games. The other added part of this competition we're going to have, all of these are worth a $5 prize, like a Starbucks card, something like that. At the end of the playoffs, what we're going to do is we're going to have a $15 prize for the person who picks the largest number of winners. Every week you can vote on the 5 games that are happening that week and who the winner is going to be. I'll track them every week. Whoever picks the most correctly through the entire season in the playoffs will win the $15 prize.